welcome back. We noticed that retail stocks are popping right now. Bertha Coombs has a market flash on that for us right now. Bertha?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. The Federal Reserve's Facebook talked about the fact that retail was better last month, but also we've got retail sales tomorrow, and the market vector's retail ETF, the RTH, for the fourth straight day hitting a new 52-week high, led by the likes of TJX, parent company of TJ Maxx, at a fresh all-time high today. Joseph A. Banks, after its earnings, also high, and Taylor. And take a look at Amazon. Amazon as well at a fresh all-time high. For the likes of people like me who buy everything, including, I kid you not, my kitchen sink on Amazon Prime.
You can get everything and the kitchen sink at Amazon.
Yes, you can.
All right, thank you, Bertha. Mario Draghi skipping the Federal Reserve's annual conference in Jackson Hole, Wyoming this year to focus on fixing Europe's problems.
So, interestingly, in today, a German newspaper, he had an op-ed piece, and I think this is the speech he was going to give on Saturday. So he put it in the paper, and he sent a clear message that Germany needs to get behind a bond-buying program for the ECB that Germany right now opposes. Here's the line that's been getting all the attention. Draghi wrote in this piece, "It should be understood that fulfilling our mandate sometimes requires us to go beyond standard monetary policy, and this may at times require exceptional measures."
And this is clearly a signal that they may do things, and this is something that a lot of traders would absolutely like if they were thinking about buying Italian bonds or Spanish bonds. There are some ellipses there where we cut out some of the quote. It's important to understand why he thinks he has the right to do this.
Yes.
He says, look, monetary policy and our effects should be the same across Europe. You wouldn't have different interest rates in Georgia compared to North Dakota,
Exactly, right?
But that happens in Europe, and he doesn't think that should be happening.
And by the way, and I urge everybody to read this, I think it's very interesting. He really lays out his view of the landscape there in Europe. He does not feel that in order to preserve the monetary union in Europe, you do not need a political integration.
No.
Meaning you don't need to lose sovereignty. That's one of the big fears
Certainly
for
not to
these
the
countries.
extent that a lot of people have been talking about.
Right. I mean, there needs to be some oversight of the financial system in Europe, certainly, to have a coordinated effort. And every country needs to live within its means, he says. But you don't need this close integration politically that would lose sovereignty for some of these countries.
That's going to be the first kind of alternative policy scenario that I've seen compared to the, you just got to get rid of the whole thing, it's a disaster, or they've got to become the United States of Europe.
And he does say it's going to take time.
Yes.
You got to be patient. You can't do this overnight. All right, we're going to take a break here. We'll come back with the closing countdown for this Wednesday.
And if you like your job, you may be surprised to find out you're in the minority of Americans.
So we're in the minority.
Yes, because I love my job.
We love our job.
Why do Americans hate their job so much?
And we want your take on that, by the way. If you could start over over again, would you choose a new career? Do you hate your job right now? Tweet us your thoughts at CNBC Closing Bell. We'll get your response. What's coming up? Stay tuned.
It's a golden opportunity to experience the ultimate expression of power, control. During the Golden Opportunity Sales Event, get great values on some of our newest models. This is the pursuit of perfection.
We now offer phone service as low as $1.70 a month with MagicJack Plus. That's $19.95 a year. No computer needed. Nothing changes. And now keep your old phone number. That's right, keep your old phone number. Get MagicJack Plus at Best Buy.
Eligible for Medicare? That's a good thing. But it doesn't cover everything. Only about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. So consider an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company. Like all standardized Medicare supplement plans, they help save you up to thousands in out-of-pocket costs. Call today to request a free decision guide. With these types of plans, you'll be able to visit any doctor or hospital that accepts Medicare patients. Plus, there are no networks, and you'll never need a referral to see a specialist. Join the millions who have already enrolled in the only Medicare supplement insurance plans endorsed by AARP and provided by United Healthcare Insurance Company, which has over 30 years of experience behind it. With all the good years ahead, look for the experience and commitment to go the distance with you. Call now to request your free decision guide.
You know, I sell tools. Tools are uncomplicated. Nothing complicated about a pair of 10-inch hose clamp pliers. You know what's complicated? Shipping. Shipping's complicated.
Not really. With priority mail flat rate boxes from the Postal Service, shipping's easy. If it fits, it ships anywhere in the country for a low flat rate.
That's not complicated. Come on.
But handshake.
All right. Priority mail flat rate boxes, starting at just $5.15, only from the Postal Service.
Let's level the playing field. Take the privileged investing tools of Wall Street and make them simple, intuitive, and available to all. Distill all that data. Make information instinctual, visual. Introducing Trade Architect, TD Ameritrade's empowering web-based trading platform. Take control of your portfolio today. Trade commission-free for 60 days, and we'll throw in up to $600 when you open an account.
Closing Bell is sponsored by TD Ameritrade.
Inside the 4-minute mark as we head toward the close of trade here, and I realize we're at a point now with everybody on vacation, a very slow market environment. You don't want to read too much into market response in many cases, but it is interesting to see how the markets respond. For example, with Mario Draghi's op-ed piece we just talked about, you know, they're obviously in some intense negotiations. You might think that the euro would go higher, hoping that he can convince the Germans to go along with a bond buying program of some kind, which would be highly welcome by the markets. But the euro, lower today. Didn't happen. Are we reading too much into that? Maybe. But anyway, we're down to $1.2530 on that. And that initially pushed our stock market lower. To show you the response of the Dow today, where initially we were lower on the open. Then we get this little pop here. This was probably the GDP number that came out this morning, better than expected. And we were up about 40 points until the beige book came out, a little better than expected, but then they sold that.